Let me tell y'all something. This video right here, it disturbed me to my core. What I'm about to show you guys is a real estate professional that is very popular on YouTube. He was one of the folks I was watching before I even got licensed. And when I say you all have to check on your people, not just personally, but also professionally, it is pretty sad what we're about to look at. But let's take a look.
It's all been falsified.
Eric Conover had a lot to say before his arraignment this afternoon.
If anyone dares try to test my mental confidence, I will eviscerate every single person with my intelligence right now. And that's not being egotistical.
Police paperwork says the pursuit started after Conover was going 55 in a 35. After 8 miles, Conover stopped and an officer attempted to de-escalate the situation, but Conover allegedly drove at him and hit him in the leg and then sped off for another 28 miles.
Our Father who art in heaven.
The paperwork says the officer was thrown 40 feet, suffering a leg injury. Conover is facing several charges, including attempted murder.
Mom, thank God, look at me.
Today in court, Conover was outspoken, claiming that he's a public figure because of his nearly 3 million subscribers on YouTube and saying this was part of a, quote, police sting against him.
All right.
Okay, Eric.
All right.
They're here to help you.
The state asks that he remains in preventative detention.
The state's position is that when a law enforcement officer signals for you to pull over and stop, you should do so.
He has had a chance to review the police reports in this matter and denies these allegations. He does not agree with the reports as they are stated.
The defense asked that he be released, saying he's not a threat to the public and has no criminal record. Police say he was arrested Friday night for a separate drunk driving charge, which Conover denies.
I've been sober from alcohol for 1,558 days, so to press me on a DUI, I'm a public figure.
The judge did hold Conover in preventative detention. He's due back in court next week for a probable cause hearing. In Conway, Kelly O'Brien, WMUR News 9.
This gentleman, just for a little bit of context, so there's a small number of individuals that are massive in their presence on YouTube, and specifically with this gentleman here, he's a huge YouTuber in the space of luxury homes. So I'm gonna just show you guys this gentleman's YouTube channel right now. Like I said, I've known about this guy for years. He's been in this business for a very long time. I believe he's based in Canada, but like I said, he does quite a bit. He's done videos with Ryan Serhant, mainly touring videos here. I went inside the smallest apartment in New York City. I mean, $56 million Bel Air mansion. I mean, goodness gracious. Touring a what is this? Most expensive home in the world in Normandy. I don't know if that's, $1 billion. Touring a $218 million Florida mega mansion on a private island. I mean, if you are in real estate, you know who Eric Conover is because, as I mentioned, he's a very popular YouTuber. But I'm of the mindset, especially when stuff like this goes down, that all that glitters is definitely not gold. I talk with agents all the time, agents that are interested in making the pivot to real for one reason or another. And one of the most important things that I've heard from other agents is the economics and the no monthly fees and all those things. And this isn't a pitch for real. You do you wherever you're at. But what I will say is that when the markets are slow and agents start looking at food on the table, lights, water, gas, mortgage, car note, credit cards, and fees that I'm paying to the real estate brokerage, that can be a big, especially if you haven't had a sale in a very long time, or you've had a listing that's been sitting for some time. I mean, it can really draw on your mental health. That's just one thing. And if you're on the level that this gentleman is at, I mean, I can only imagine when you're a YouTuber of this scale. I mean, he's got 3 million subscribers on YouTube. That tells me that there's probably quite a bit of pressure that he feels to deliver a product that is something that your end viewer, your 3 million people will enjoy, right? And then when you have that level of growth as far as people that are on your channel, you're getting a lot of voices coming your way telling you you should do this or you should stop doing that. I mean, I don't even have 2,000 subscribers on this channel. And I got all sorts of opinions that I hear on a day-to-day basis. And it's very important, at least for me, to make those separations and realize, hey, Marvin, you've got to do what is true to you. Don't try to do what this YouTuber is doing on their channel, or what this friend or colleague is saying. Maybe you should consider doing this. Maybe you should consider doing that. You have to ultimately do what's in your best interest. And so with this gentleman, I mean, clearly I'm not a doctor and I'm not trying to diagnose the brother, but there's something going on. That's what I'm comfortable saying. There's definitely something going on with him that unfortunately is now causing him to be facing an attempted murder charge. I mean, the guy doesn't have a record, but I saw some telltale signs because I have, people in my universe that are dealing with various aspects of mental health issues. And I definitely saw some telltale signs that, I'm sure will come out at some point. I mean, you saw in one clip, it looked like it was his parents that were talking with him, trying to calm him down and things of that nature. And it's just, it's a scary world that we're in. I mean, when you're watching people on social media, on YouTube, and you think, gosh, I wish I could be like him. I wish I could be touring a $1 billion property, or, I wish I could be closing this 7-figure, real estate deal. You just have to realize that there's a lot that people don't tell you. YouTube and social media is really a glorified highlight reel. And I feel like when people are going through something, they're not really going to tell you what's what. Maybe their inner circle knows, maybe friends and family, things of that nature. But, I have my struggles personally, my personal struggles that I deal with. And it gets hard at times to show up for you all that are watching on this platform. And then, like I said, I've got other things going on, on the business side of things, but I just pray for this brother. I really, truly believe that there are more folks hurting out here than are willing to admit it. That much I can tell you. I can tell you that for sure with some of the conversations that I've had with some of the agents that are out there. And if you're struggling right now in whatever it is, put a 1 in the comments. I'm going to send a prayer for you. If there are any resources that are specific to whatever it is that you're going through, leverage those resources, especially if you have, health insurance. Most health insurance plans, offer some level of, mental health where you can like talk to somebody and get some guidance and, whatever you're dealing with. It's hard out here right now. It's hard out here for everybody. The world's changing. There's all kinds of stuff, layoffs that are happening, here in the United States, in many industries right now. People are really going through it right now. I mean, really, truly going through it right now. And I think that we should seek to be kind when you may want to, dismiss other individuals or hate on other individuals. I mean, this guy here, I'm sure he has his fair share of people that, truly hate him, because of his success and the things that he's accomplished. And I fear and I wonder if he was listening to certain voices that had caused him to have what appeared to be some type of breakdown, that now, unfortunately, he's looking at some issues, some serious issues, specific to, attempted unaliving of a police officer. I mean, that's real. That's when it gets real. So my hope is that, he's got some good people around him, that he's got individuals that are going to, help him navigate this new situation that he's going to be dealing with. And then ultimately, that he gets the help that he needs. That's my hope and my prayer above everything. But let me know, in the comments below, what are your thoughts on seeing Mr. Eric Conover break down? How are you navigating your business and the stress that you may be dealing with? I definitely will tell you, it's some days are better than others, for sure, for me. So keep your brother, your uncle, your favorite realtor in your prayers, and I will be sure to do the same. All right, guys, till the next video. Peace.